From Valera of Lakewood, here for the title matches of today's JBT event, which is now tonight's JBT event. Is a long one, the Pac Northwest Doubles. We started with 10 bowlers on a pair, and we now got 2 teams left in each division. And if it's a doubles or team event in the Northwest, you see an awful lot of this guy over the years, Kevin Hong. He's the adult partner of top seed Danny Chalmers, who barely hung on to the lead by just 3 pins over Henry Han and Do-Hoon Kwan, but Alex McNabb climbed the ladder, including a semifinal win over them to get here. They're already into the 6th frame, and Chalmers and Hong are in the lead, courtesy of spare 4-bagger to open things up. To the right, we also have a ladder climber, Dan Wilson and Elena Degenstein. They are taking on the handicap top seeds of Monica Pollack and Chelsea Ravenel. They're a little bit earlier in the match, and the difference is 38 pins over there. Monica, make the format so each bowler is doing half of the frames. Danny likes that. So now Chelsea, you're up on the left. Monica, going forward, don't throw your frame until Dan is done with his whole frame.
Okay.
It just keeps everything on pace. Okay. If you're not sure, just look back at me. I'll tell you go or no go. McNabb is on a roll in JBT. He won the singles event at Mount Vernon on the Sunday event of the 10-10 Classic, so he's looking for 2 titles in a row. And Bushwhacks that 4-pin to climb back up in the match. That's a double for his team. And it does keep score, thank goodness. First top 5 for Chelsea, and she gets that Brooklyn hit to carry. That's a strike at the 3rd for those ladies. 3 ladies and old man Dan, which is appropriate because Dan coaches the high school girls team. And forgive me, I don't know the high school that he coaches for, but they bowl out our west side of Olympia. So he's comfortable in that environment for sure, and throws buckets in the 7th frame. That's costly when you're trying to catch up to a red hot top seeded team. They've been bowling so well as a team. Similar two-handed bowlers, so they're able to line up off each other well all day long. The pattern's held up with this gateway arch. Pretty scoreable. 300 games today, all by adults. Shame on you, juniors. Kevin Hall, Dan Henson, and Zach Stone is pretty good at those, I should say. Tough spare, and he does slide by that bucket. That is big trouble for Alex and Kyle right now. Elena had to strike in the 10th frame to reach the title match in the last game. She did it with her only strike of the match, in fact. It was a perfect shot. That trouble there in the 6th. Maybe her 3rd. On lane 6 in her 3rd frame, maybe the 2nd over the 3 frames. So Kevin Hong has got to be pretty high up on the list of all-time adult JBT titles. Sounds like an oxymoron, but it's true because he just does so well in these doubles and team events. He's got 2 doubles titles, scratched on handicap. He's got 3 team event titles. He'll try and win his 4th tomorrow. And he's Mr. Everything up here in the Northwest. And on top of everything else he does, he is still a fierce competitor and talented bowler. He's resurrected the Seattle Youth Masters, the Washington Youth Masters. He's running the Seattle Adult Masters, which is a full house tournament at Kenmore. USPC stuff. He's a teacher. He quite literally does it all. And right now, he and Danny are putting a whooping on Alex and Kyle, just like they're similar, the two-handers, Danny and Kevin. Well, at least similar at the hand they throw it on. Kevin, much more a finesse type shot. Danny is learning that as he goes. It used to be just raw power, not a whole lot of control, but that body is much more still at the foul line, and that's why he's become a factor for Bowler of the Year this year. He's already won 1 title this year at Tacoma, looking for his 2nd. As Dan's having himself a good old time over here. He really likes lane 5. He was going flush last game. This time he goes right through the schnoz and gets a strike anyway. He'll take it. Big old smile on his face. Pollock up in her 4th frame. This is wide, right? They're getting 38 frames, if I didn't say that, so quite a bit. Strike and pray for Alex and Kyle, and I'm not even sure prayer is going to be enough in this case. And solid to half-10 is going to end up as they.
Hey, big thanks to Bill Henry and the team here. They got this place in much better shape. They just took it over recently, over last year, and it looks great now.
Obviously putting the effort into it. Come on out and see them in Lakewood when you get a chance. Well, first and second for Alex's last two tournaments. That ain't so bad around here. These are tough fields, especially doubles. You get so many good adults to pull this tournament. It is hard to get into second place. Don't tell Alex that right now. They've been Houdiniing all day long. They were out of the cut after game 3 and shot 504 to get into the cut. They were out of the cut after games 5 and shot 478 plus a win to get into the finals. If they can Houdini this one, I'll be super impressed. I'm not quite sure how they're going to pull that one off.
There's the man.
Thumbs up from Chelsea. Gets her 7 count. 6 count like that. She's marked in her first, struck in her third. Have a chance to make it 3 marks in a row for her. You gotta do this super quick, so you only get 5 frames. You gotta figure it out and make good shots. If you miss, take an educated guess whether did I throw the ball bad or is the lane doing something I wasn't expecting. Tough spare for a right-hander here. But she covers it. Well done. She knows it's well in hand, still takes lots of time, careful preparation. Good shot, no mistakes, nothing wrong with the 7 there. Back here tomorrow for that team action is trying to make it 7 times as an adult partner in our adult youth events. I was saying that we don't have an official record on that, but it's got to be it, right? Even though the Southern conferences have more opportunities, if they don't want to do some traveling, I don't think anyone's near that. Jacob's not, Tez is not. They'll try to do something about that next weekend. Well, I think it's unquestionable. Let's see what Degenstein can do here. Strike working for her team in the 5th. The lanes that they were on in the last match. They stayed on the same lanes regardless of whether that meant they were doing the odds or the evens. And that happened finishing the last match. It's really a super clutch strike that she went through to eliminate Monica's sister Madeline there. And Charles and Charlotte Bounce and Mama Bounce finished up in 4th place today. Charlie Simperman teamed up with Danny's dad, Chad, to finish 4th in the scratch. Had the potential of an all-Chalmers final. That would have been entertaining. So Danny already at the top, increasing his early bowler of the year play here with the 2nd win of the still young season. About 60% of the events still to come in the Northwest. We don't go back here for the regular season until February. There's so much going on up here between the other tournaments, especially that's Pepsi High School. The Northwest kids always seem to do well in our inter-conference events, and it's because there is so much scratch level stuff every single week. 260 was going to be hard for anybody to beat right there. Oh, real close try on that 410, the first real big mistake. Maybe time he's got to move on that lane. He's just so dialed in for so long. He's tired. He's bleeding exhaustion over there. He started at noon today and it's just shy of 9 p.m. In case you have anybody at home that thinks bowling is not an athletic competition, you go heave us and down the rock down the lane for basically 9 hours straight without taking any breaks. Hopefully we can get the next round before we do it. An authoritative 269 for Danny and Kevin to put an exclamation point on the win. Nice spare over there from Monica. I'll give you, oh, you can't even know stickers. He gets the last shot. Never mind. Listen, they ended up with 216. That's a perfectly fine game. That would have won the last match. This time they just ran into a buzzsaw. Questions about it. Good job out of them. Let's see how handicap finishes up here. Ravenel up in her 7th frame and gets that Brooklyn hit. When each of these 3 girls teams made the finals, the reaction was as follows. They were bouncing up and down, and everything. I don't know how they still have that energy. So Elena's strike in the 10th frame last game prevented an all Pollock title match, which I don't know if that's good news or bad news for this lady right there. So it would have guaranteed a Pollock win, but it would have guaranteed a Venus versus Serena situation too, which are always entertaining one way or the other. But either way, what a day for them. They were going to bowl together until halfway through the week. I got a message saying, no, split them up to partners. That was obviously the right move. Let's see if Elena can re-find the match. No. These lanes have to be brutal right now. You roll 10 on a pair of 4 games, 8 on a pair of 2 more games. And then this 3rd game of the step ladder finals here. They're just trying to dig out marks. Their teammates encourage you. We got these guys some water pills and some ammonia tablets later on. Because most of these people will be back here in literally 13 hours to start another tournament. Which means I'm back here in 9 hours to start setting up another tournament. Oh, Elena's gonna hook by that one. Wheels coming off here a little bit. A giant opportunity for Chelsea and Monica here. Dan up quickly. He knows he's just got to relax and refine it. There's a good shot. Ah, boy. Well, double good news for Dan there. It's a strike in the 7th is the first good news. The second good news is he's got one more shot. Trips that up. That's a double for their team, and they extend their lead. They're getting 38 pins now up on the scoreboard. The best Wilson and Degenstein can do is 170. So they only need 38 pins less than 170, and they're almost there. This is nearly a victory lap. Keep the ball in play, that'll be perfectly fine. Very nice. Can't wait for the Baker tomorrow. All Baker, no traditional ball. 10 Baker games followed by 2 out of 3 matches. Chelsea's going to whiff that, doesn't matter. Does not matter. Good time to miss it.
Like I can always count on it to do. Except for when
You guys having fun with the moment as they should. Title matches do not come along every day. Enjoy it. That last strike for Elena. Her work is done, barring a highly unlikely tie.
Oh, big day tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Oh, Philadelphia and Niners.
Yes, bring it on. Oh, hey there. This is like double Piper. Piper makes some airtime. Member of the #1 ranked collegiate women's team I see right there on camera. Very nice. Very good. Yeah, Niners, Eagles, who cares? More importantly, Tampa Bay has Carolina.
They might win.
1 game out of the NFC South lead, baby. excellent job from Wilson all day. He hung in there. Coach should be proud. His girls should be proud. He's got 30 girls in his high school bowling program. High school bowling going strong for the ladies up here in Washington. But for Monica and Chelsea, they're going to their way all the way to victory. Yeah. There she goes. There she goes. There she goes. Finish up with that strike for young Daniel. Go. That wraps it up. Hugs all around and first career titles for Monica and Chelsea. Great stuff here today. We do it all over again tomorrow with bigger stuff. See you then.